Rat Race final days of the shit came out. How is it called? When you constipated. The end of constipation. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah. If you ate, you gotta take a shit.
If you don't, bad things happen for your body. It's not like advisable.
Nobody Wins proudly present.
The ugliest album of the year.
It's not a big album, but we put our balls in it.
Yes, lots of balls. Lots of balls.
Yeah.
Man, what a process. Where do you want to start?
4 big balls ground into it.
Yeah. So,
remember that time when you imitated rat sound? I'm gonna put that video.
I can do it now.
I edit.
Why?
Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah. Show me again.
So, and then I put it like, I use a fucking choruses, chorus like triangle chorus, and then I just put delay and reverb and lots of it, and accentuated the high frequencies to make it even more annoying, you know. And it sounds like and then no, I also did this, like they're running somewhere. Fucking disgusting. Yeah. So much work in this one, man. Fucking hell. I want to talk about the technical bits, of course. But do you remember how you the first time you told me about this idea?
I told you I was pissed off all the time.
Yeah.
And those days, yeah, I was sometimes depressed, but the depressing song in the second track is not mine. You wrote it.
What are you talking about?
I was more angry than depressed those days.
Pre-pet vaccination.
No,
That's
no,
not
the
depressing.
third one.
Project Drive. Yeah, we're gonna talk about all the tracks. I mean, you first came in my house and you said, I had this idea. I have this track called Rat Race and I think it should lead the album. And I said, okay, I want to hear it. So you put this ugly, disgusting shit, and then yeah, I said, you out of your mind? Are you insane? We cannot sell this shit. Nobody will fucking listen. It was disgusting. But then, well, I don't remember really. We had Rat Race. I had Prozac Drive, and you had Curse You. We had Happy Balloons, and at the end we added White Noise. And Pet Vaccination was supposed to be a B-side, but we added it at the very end.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. So, did we start with Rat Race? We started with Rat Race. And then we had one more track that didn't end up in the album.
Yeah.
Was it Unemployment? It was called Unemployment. We didn't reach that level. We weren't satisfied, so we ditched that one.
I sometimes think about the song.
Yeah.
Because the lyrics is just, you know, what people think about every day.
It will suit the album, definitely, yeah. If it was done properly, we had like, I mean, sometimes it doesn't work. Fucking hell.
We went to the studio twice for that one song.
We went to the studio for the vocals twice, yeah.
For that one song, so we spent 6 hours there.
Yeah, I think we had some issue with the key. The key of the song maybe was too low or too high or something. It wasn't registering well for some reason.
Every time we went, there was some black dude practicing DJ set.
Some African Englishman.
DJ set.
You can't say black.
I mean, the what?
No, wait, I'm confused. So in the US, we say African Americans. How do we call black people in England?
No.
We call them African Englishmen.
No. Don't you remember what Morgan Freeman said?
What?
Morgan Freeman said, since when I became Afro-American? I'm just black.
Yeah. What about this guy, Mr. Stevenson? Is he Swedish American? He said, yeah. He said something like
Bullshit, man. Just American.
We were recording, and next door there were some rappers, and when we were recording, they were increasing the volume on purpose. So we had so much difficulty, man.
I never
shit.
understood these people bursting beats in their room. You could do it at home. It's not that you have to fucking crash drums or have a large bass amp.
Yeah. You know why they do it?
You could easily do it at home.
You know why they do it? Of course, the preamps in this audio interface better, and also the room has some relative treatment better than your house, so it doesn't have reflections. They very much have this to make their songs work. They need this perfect isolated sound.
Yeah.
It's not like rock and roll. We have all this noise and we don't mind. We don't give a shit. Fucking hell. So track 1, Rat Race. How many parts? Fucking hell. Even we have the synthesizer parts. Of course, guitars, bass, drums, all this kind of stuff. Do you remember this shit? I'm very proud of this shit. We did in the middle part with the vocal lines.
The quiet part?
We did not that quiet part as well, but the ones we recorded, like I recorded my voice in different pitches. And when we were recording it, I wasn't even sure the order I was gonna put them. And then we went back home and I listened again and I put them in order. And I ran this shit again through delays and stuff. It sounds so airy. Sounds so weird. Like I'm repeating your lines like suits and ties and what was the other one? So it's like 2 lines basically, but it fills the room. And we used like fucking bass like in higher octave with fucking delays and choruses, and like we make all these noises. We did some experimental shit. Every track has some stuff like that.
That's why it took long.
Yeah, because it's fucking analog. It's no bullshit.
We tried.
No, you know, I told you. I said, when we started the band, I told you this. I said, I fucking want to have this 90s feel, but with 70s sound. You know what I'm saying? So the playing's like the alternative style rock and roll, like 90s style rock and roll, but with a 70s sound. And I think this album is like this. It has this feel. It has like some 70s feel, and I like it. It has very analog tone. It
has very underground tone.
It does, yeah. It is
very not very welcoming.
It's not very pristine. Yes, that's one. You want to talk? What the fuck you want to talk about? What do you think was your high point? What things you think we did well? What things we didn't do so well?
In terms of the hours we put only for the recording, it turned out very well. 3 hours for each song. That's not much.
You mean the vocals?
Yeah.
Vocals. Yeah.
Think about Hollywood bands who own or afford to rent state-of-the-art studio for months, which comes with $1 million and shit.
But they're chasing the tails and the result is not great.
Sometimes it's not great, yeah.
Sometimes it's not great, yeah.
And they jerking off.
Keenan says that all the time. He jokes about Korn. He said Korn, when they got really big, they didn't even have idea of a song, and they were going to studio like jerking off. They didn't have what to play. But he said Tool never does that. We rehearse to death, and then we just go and they record fast. They record like in 4 or 5 months. They're done. Think about that.
In 2002, when Korn put out the 5th album, which went, of course, hit.
Of course.
But that time they spent the biggest budget for an album, rock album ever.
Yeah.
In Hollywood. Ever.
It's
it was like probably like as much as some medium-sized movie maybe. It's crazy.
But that's the thing. This album we used, we didn't spend as much money in the studio per se, but with all the editing we did. If we had to pay somebody to do all this editing, all these hours, we'd have paid like a fortune as well. Yeah. We were doing the editing, so we didn't give a shit about us wasting our time. But think about it. If we were saying, oh, get this, recordings, do something about it. Yeah, I guess somebody more experienced would do a better job, definitely. But still, the hours we put, man. Sometimes you wish you pay some money to get it over with. It wasn't easy. It was long hours.
And I heard about Deftones spending one entire year only for mixing in the studio. When I heard it,
Metallica did the same.
How could you spend one entire year for mixing only?
Because they have doubts, because they have the ability, and then they just.
I thought it was crazy, but
it can be crazy.
But it took us just as long as that.
It took us as long as that.
Yeah.
Every track has many overdubs, secret little tracks, some sounds, some samples, some guitar overdubs. Happy Balloons has I think 26 guitar tracks or something like this, for real. And I doubled the bass on this track. Imagine that. Even bass is double. So when we recorded, we used the whammy. So I played in higher octave, but then I realized, no, we can lose the bass, the lower octave. So I just re-recorded it in my house. It's there. So I said, yeah, we have to do this shit. We did some overdubs after, but it's fine. I love this shit. I love the process. But fucking hell. It's so much easier if you're in the studio with somebody else, with the producer. Do you ever feel
but you don't afford good ones when you're in that beginner level on the ground?
Yeah.
We heard albums from the peer bands in London.
Yeah.
Who hired some small studio with unknown producers.
But we don't actually need the producer per se.
He engineers too.
Yeah,
and then
engineer.
The sound.
Yeah, it's not great.
It sounds like some fucking template.
No. I wouldn't wanna change what we decided together. All our decisions were our decisions, and in the next album we're gonna change some things. This next upcoming album. So, but again, it's gonna be our decision. And we're gonna do it. But it's easier when you go to a place when everything is tuned and ready for you to just record it. Then you can mix it, but it will be much easier than what we were doing. It was like jungle going around London. It was crazy.
I was listening to Metallica with Gabriel in his car today.
Yeah.
He said the same thing.
What?
Something's wrong with the drum.
It is. It's not tuned well, man. It's not fucking tuned well. It's not fucking tuned well.
Something's wrong with the drum.
Yeah.
The biggest reason why it turned out well to a satisfying level hasn't got much to do with engineering and the sound. In my opinion, we just had big palette of sound. We have many ideas that can make song interesting, and we have capability to record this. So we put a lot of shit in it.
That's true.
And if you have unique, good ingredients, you can't fuck it.
Yeah, you're definitely right.
Yeah, we just have a lot of opinions in the ideas, different ideas.
different ideas, but
A lot of ideas. When we try different stuff in every song.
we did lots of harmonies in every track. Every track has harmonies. Rat Race has harmonies. Pre-Pet Vaccination has harmonies. Project Drive, Curse You, Happy Balloons.
Harmonies is just what we do.
Every track has vocal harmonies.
No, that's just what we
Extended
do.
vocal
That's
harmonies.
just what we do all the time. That's not what I mean. Every song had some special sound effect.
I mean, every band has something, you know. We do not so much
you don't-
overdub the guitars, but
You don't get to hear
Yeah.
unique sound effects that decorates a song from many underground bands.
Dude, in Free Pet Vaccination, we used this fucking Korg, like this
Yeah.
Chaos pad.
Yeah.
And it was like magical. It fit like we just recorded it. It was fucking one take.
I knew I would.
You just plugged it in and I just did some bullshit
Yeah.
and it's in the fucking record.
I
Like,
bought it back in 2010, and I kept it
fucking keep the shit,
in
man.
the wardrobe
Yeah.
for a long time, and I knew I would just
Yeah.
take it out and use it one day.
Yeah. It's one of these things. That's why I was getting back and forth about selling equipment, but I'm like against now. I think if you have the space to store it, you never know when it's like a particular flavor. You know what I'm saying? It's like some fucking spice you're gonna put in the track.
So
Yeah.
get Japanese equipment. Why? They
Because
keep
they last.
everything
They-
small.
And the last.
They condense everything and make everything small,
And the last, motherfucker.
so you can keep it without too much space.
Yeah. No, I'm not selling anything. I'm not fucking selling anything. So, yeah, Free Pet Vaccination. We did this. There is this bridge part. And of course, I had the bass line and the vocal line in my head and all the harmonies we recorded together. And then we went to the studio and we did all this shit there as well. So it's this line, pa 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 pa. This pa pa pa. We just came out on the fucking studio on the spot. We recorded it right there.
I had no idea we would.
we didn't.
made something like that.
We did it right there. It was just we just did it. We were just humming and then we just record it.
Yeah.
We
To
did
be
like
honest,
3 lines.
I just wanted to nail the vocal line and harmonies perfectly.
Yeah.
Get the shit done. Make sure we get the main lines done.
Yeah.
And then you always sit around, bring some random ideas like that.
Yeah.
And,
But they fit most of the times.
and we just had to try. And became jam.
Yeah, it was great. So we added this.
Sometimes, to be honest, there he fucking goes again.
Yeah, it's tiring, isn't it? I have too many ideas. Yeah, not all of them are right. Because you know what I'm thinking? In this case, I think like to quote my friend Zach, it's like a buffet. I'm just giving you a buffet or like offer. Quality buffet, not shit one. So you can take what you like, you know. I'm not saying everything I say is right, but I have some musical pop sensibility, you know what I'm saying? I always like to put some pop sprinkle there, you know. I heard it actually.
That's all we know.
That idea, I got it from Queens of the Stone Age. They have this track in my head, and at the end, when it fades, they're doing this pa pa pa, this singing, which of course is fucking disco from the 80s. So all these ideas come back and forth. Yeah, fucking hell. Free Pet Vaccination. Great. Wait! I have to stop you there. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Visit our website to join our mail list to receive news and special offers around the band and the show. Feel free to talk shit about things you like or dislike. And please support us through Patreon so we can keep making awesome content for you. Follow us on social media and don't forget, in a fight between idiots, nobody wins. Until next time.